The following is a presentation of TFNN. The TFNN Bull Bear Trading Hour. Every trading day, live at 10 a.m. Eastern. Call now, toll free at 877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. The TFNN Bull Bear Trading Hour. Now, Tom and Tommy O'Brien.
The row and a problem with us out here. We have the Dow Industrials down 427, NASDAQ off 148, S&P's off 52, gold contract down $9.50, trading $18.41 an ounce. You get silver down 35 cents, $25.18 an ounce. Light sweet crude off 56 cents, $52.05 a barrel. Notes and bonds. The 10 years up 6 ticks, 137.18. The 30 years up 22 at 170.18. And the 30 year, folks, 10 years already in its higher range, has been the last few days. 30 year only has 15 more ticks to get back inside that bigger, higher range. King Dollar. Now, King Dollar got a big bid out here today, up 607, 90.778. We'll see how that shakes out when Powell comes out with a statement at 2 o'clock. News conference at 2:30. Euro at 120. The yen is at 104.06, and the British pound's at 136 to 1 U.S. dollar. Tom O'Brien, what's going on?
Boy, where do we start on a day like today, man? Quite a market across the board. I know we're going to talk to our man Kevin Hinks in a few minutes, and I just want to wait 30 seconds because I think the markets are going to be positive by the time we go to them. No, I kid.
Listen,
I kid, but man, oh man,
hey,
right?
the markets, folks, what the market did here this morning, man, was going down to the Monday lows. You know, if you trade futures, that's what it was actually doing. You know, the NASDAQ went by it, but it's on the other side of it. The S&P's, my take is it's rejecting lower price out here. It's gonna be wild, man. You know?
The NQ's basically touched it, man. 13,200, right around that area from the Monday flash low at like 11 in the morning, and we're up more than 100 points from that. It's just wild, man. We'll see what happens.
It is wild. Let's get over to our man, Mr. Kevin Hinks at TD Ameritrade Think or Swim, as we do every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And don't forget, folks, every trading day right here, 11 to 12 Eastern Standard Time. You want to understand the option market, option strategies, futures. You want to understand, in quotations, folks, defined risk. Well, let me tell you something. This is the market that you better be into defined risk, because unfortunately what you are going to see is a lot of professionals. We'll see how many more funds go south, but there's going to be some heavy destruction that has come out of this last 4 days, man. Kevin Hinks, what's going on?
Good morning, Tom. Good morning, Tommy. You know, I tell my children there were some days when Dad came home from work real tired, but he was in a real good mood, and we went out for a nice dinner that night. These are those days. These are the best trading days you could possibly ask for. Right? If you're a trader, this is your dream scenario. It's volatile. Implied volatilities are high. Stocks are moving in every direction. It allows you to be bullish, bearish. It allows a wealth of choices in the market. And, this is my dream scenario, guys.
Yeah, there's no doubt, Kevin. And, you know, what you're hearing, folks, okay, and that's when he was just saying whether it's you're bullish or bearish. When you get swings like this, okay, the bottom line is that when you set up a strategy, you know, you're taking advantage of that swing. And, you know, Kevin, what I've always found is that the faster the market goes, actually, okay, the more opportunities that you actually have. Some people can't handle that. They don't like it. I can understand that if you're an investor. But as a trader, a fast market's pretty cool, man.
Right. I mean, what we try to teach people at TD Ameritrade is volatility in general is to be embraced, not run away from or not afraid of.
Yes.
Because if you trade in a risk-defined fashion that allows you to not have to worry about catastrophic losses, these are volatility, higher levels of implied volatility is something to be taken advantage of and embraced, not run away from.
And, you know, in one aspect, folks, we can see this right in Microsoft, okay? So picture, Microsoft this morning has already gone from a low to a high, and the spread was $9. That's almost unheard of, okay?
Yeah.
And all he had to do, you know, when I was listening to Tommy's show this morning, Kevin, right, I thought I was hearing things that they said the revenue was up 17%. Is that right?
I believe so.
Well, Yeah. I mean, Microsoft absolutely destroyed their numbers.
Yes.
Every part of their business. Like I said, their biggest problem, much like some of these chip makers, is, Xbox is sold out. They're trying to catch up with the amount of demand with their product.
Wow. Yeah. Amazing. Well, it's going to be amazing listening to what Apple has to say, because I can tell you, I'm in your cult now, Kevin. I got my Apple phone, okay?
Well, welcome to the dark side, Tom. Once you get in this world, this universe, and I'm sure Tommy O'Brien had a lot to do with you moving into the Apple universe. It's all-encompassing. It takes over every part of your communication life.
There's no doubt. And what had happened, fundamentally, folks, and this is what's so cool, that's why I can't wait to see what these numbers are. So I was getting the one that's in the middle, like the 156 memory, and the bottom line is it's going to be a month to get it. And then I called them back, and I says, well, what happens if I get the 256? That's all you can have it the next day. I said, well, give me a different color and give me the next day, man.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
It's going to be one of those deals. You pay up a couple $100, which wasn't the deal, but I wanted the phone,
Strong demand, right? Totally.
Yeah, huge demand. Huge.
But, I mean, even during the coronavirus, they have made the process of getting an Apple product fast and efficient and lean. I have a similar story to you, Tom, but I went to the Apple store to try to buy a new laptop. You can't get in. You got to make an appointment. Okay. I go, what should I do? The guy goes, go home and order it online. They'll deliver it to you in an hour.
Wow.
So I went home, click, and in an hour, my computer was delivered to my house.
How cool is that?
I hadn't even heard that. That's amazing. Yeah.
That's amazing. Yeah.
So, I mean, they are fully invested, like a lot of these big companies like Walmart and Amazon and all these other companies. They have embraced the new economy, and they're flourishing because of it.
Yeah, and you can see it. Who would ever think, folks, okay, if you're, depending, where you are in the stage of life, in let's say the year 2000, they always says, okay, we're going to be online. We're going to be ordering a lot more stuff. I mean, but the bottom line is that, as Kevin just said, he hits a button, spends $2,000, and 60 minutes later, it's at his house.
It's at my door. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's an unbelievable economy that we're in right now. That now they're starting, these companies, Apple, Walmart, they're starting to get that last mile.
Yes.
Right? It's that last mile that was the biggest hurdle, and now they've even got that figured out.
Right. And then for us, I mean, it's a huge time saver. We've been using that Instacart, Kevin, and oh my God, it's heaven, man. It's awesome. It's just, it really works, man. And that's pretty amazing, man. Well, you get a big show coming up here today, man. I mean,
how about this threesome, guys? Tesla, Apple, and Facebook.
Love
is what we're looking at today. Like Folio's going to do a presentation on Apple, and we're going to trade Tesla, Apple, and Facebook today.
And that's right here, folks, 45 minutes from now. If you want to understand lining up strategies, folks, you just stay tuned right there. You're going to get a great education as to how you can line up strategies, whether you're a bull or a bear, the bottom line. Kevin, you have a great one. You have a safe one. We look forward to the show in 45 minutes.
Thanks for having me on, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks, Kevin.
Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back.
If you're not currently using the TAS Profile Scanner when looking at setting up your trading opportunities, then your arsenal is short a mighty weapon. The TAS Profile Scanner is a standalone piece of software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Headed by Steve Dahl, TAS understands that in today's technological world, the use of top-flight software applications and technical analysis expertise is essential to successful trading in today's market. You also gain access to the webinar that Steve Dahl and Tom O'Brien just hosted, The Best Way to Use the TAS Profile Scanner to Profit. This webinar archive is available for all subscribers immediately upon signing up. All new subscriptions also come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Start your subscription by visiting the front page of TFNN.com today, and you'll find the TAS Profile Scanner under the Services tab. Sign up today. Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today.
Hey there, I'm Andy Arbertine with Tiger Precious Metals and Stones. Whether you're looking to buy and sell precious metals or trying to find the perfect diamond ring, I'm here to help. I have over 15 years of experience with diamonds and precious metals. You can call me directly at 727-329-8245, and I will personally answer any questions you have and help you find exactly what you're looking for. I will be your personal concierge in the metal and stone business. Give me a call today, 727-329-8245.
Many of our new listeners have heard about The Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive The Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on The Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now down 424. Nasdaq is off 161. S&Ps are off 57. And we get oil coming up, Tom, right? Let's take a look
here.
Of
all the things we got going on today, right? Yeah, we get inventories at 10:30, I believe, for crude. Crude's been pretty calm today with everything going on in the market. Yeah, we traded from 53 to 52, but all things considered, you're down, 36 cents on the session technically at 52.25.
So let's take a look at this.
Coming into those, yeah.
Crude. Close. Crude inventory.
Right there, number 28. Yeah. Perfect.
Okay, so the whisper number is a draw of 2.3 million. The survey number is a build of 1.5. 1,500.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. 1.5. That's usually an indication that the is it the API? What comes out the night before?
It's the API. Yeah, maybe one of the
probably had a
10. Yeah, can tell us what we had there.
Probably had a dip. That's usually when the survey number will be, and then the whisper number goes lower because of that indication. We'll see, man. Crude's been pretty well in terms of trading from, in November, $42 or up to 52. We're back at pre-COVID levels, which is remarkable.
Oh, there's no doubt. So let's see. It looks to me that crude still wants higher price. So that would be a bigger draw, right? I'm gonna go big.
Sure.
Here.
Yep.
I'm gonna go big. Minus 3,500. How's that?
Perfect.
That's it, right? Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because when you
we'll find it out, man. 10 minutes from right now.
Yeah, and when you look at this, folks, here, I'll check it out. So you're at this 53.24. Yeah, I mean you're still hanging up at these highs. Let's go to Mike in Daytona Beach. Hey, Mike, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, I want to thank you and Tommy for all the great work you do for everybody. And my main question was, on this pullback, where do you think the Dow can get down to?
My take is that you're going to reject lower price right here, that we're not correcting just yet. Yeah, and the reason I'm saying that, folks, is this, is that for the amount of earnings that are coming out right now, what the Dow just did, it went against its strength here from, can't see that far. What day is that?
I believe that might be the 6th, yes.
Yeah, it rejected it. So what I'm looking for is this. I'm looking for the rest of these numbers get out, Mike, right? In the next, week and a half. You get window dressing. Then I can see that, then if I'd say the Dow would be able to pull back to the breakout area, which is that 29,100. That's normally how this thing shakes out. You broke our top side big time, and then, you basically stop making your way back down. But, even when I saw the market this morning, I says, no, this is it. It's the whole market right now is convoluted, folks, in a monster way. That being said, like when I was talking about yesterday, this can last a lot longer than any of us realize. That's the bottom line, because this between GameStop, AMC, this is just starting. You know what I mean? And Wall Street is going to be taking conniptions, and believe me, they're looking themselves right now, trying to figure out the last thing what big fund wants, folks. Okay. Is that, and you can get this information, is that how short they are some equities, and the retail trade is going to jump on top of it, man. Do you know what I mean? So I just think that we're not done going up yet. Whether you get, I don't see like higher highs out here, Mike, but I see that you're going to keep testing the highs. So.
Right. Tom, one more thing I would like to add that I feel is pretty important. I use the mobile Thinkorswim from TD.
Yes.
And I think it's one of the greatest applications in the world. But when there's a lot of market volatility, this morning it was the worst. From 9:30 till even now, it's almost like frozen up. I couldn't even get back in. And I did speak to a representative from TD a week ago when it was experiencing difficulty, and they said because of all the new people coming in that their servers, I guess, can't handle it. But
they got to fix it
very volatile,
because
it freezes up, and I couldn't put stops in or anything this morning.
I agree. That's not a valid answer on their part at all. Agreed. It's like I was saying to friends earlier, just add to my there were a lot that down. Robinhood was completely down, and it should be illegal. I mean, these are regulated businesses, and it's not a surprise event now, which is very unfortunate. That's happening across the whole industry. That it's a continual thing that retail traders across the board, professional, as well, but just retail brokerages across the board, just shut down when people need them the most. And there's no reason that you can't add some regulations on these companies to be able to be forced to be in business, because you see the pain, and it's unfortunate, man. They got to get their act together across the board. I agree.
Yeah, big time.
And the thing about it is, okay, like this morning, it was working great. I mean, I could do my trades like lightning pre-market, but right when the cash market opened up, forget it. It just froze completely up.
I mean, they all get to basically be like an Amazon that, the efficiency is 99.99999%. You know what I mean?
They all have to invest some money in capital instead of, not doing that.
Like last March when we had the big downdraft, I just threw my hands up in the air and I couldn't trade until like about maybe 11 or 12 noon when things would slow down. I missed a lot of good opportunities, but they said they've been working on it, and but this morning is the worst I've seen it since like last March.
I mean, the way that you can do this also is that this is where you basically give the SEC feedback. Period. Because this is happening at every broker-dealer, every major broker-dealer. And they're going to have to. They're going to have to handle it, and they're going to have to tackle it, man. I mean, that's the bottom line.
They better, and it's just regulations. Make them spend the money on the infrastructure and the capital. Because, like you said, it's we woke up to this in March. We're almost a year later. These are multi-billion-dollar companies. There's no reason why they can't spend the money over a year to shore up the ability. So I agree for sure.
Yeah, and sometimes like they'll say, oh, it may be your phone or the internet. Well, wait a minute, guys. It's whether it's on Wi-Fi or data, it still has the same problem. But it's only when the market is volatile mostly in the morning between 9:30 and maybe 10. And
I just say
after
it's
the
an
market
it's an
slows
industry
down, I
problem,
can put
and the
trades
industry is
off like
regulated.
lightning.
So all you got to do is push the regulators to make it happen. It's an industry problem, and it should not be happening. Period.
Yeah, I can tell you. You probably heard me with this. Okay, so pictures. You know, I get a couple platforms, right? Then I get the Bloomberg platform, right? To this day, what ends up happening is that when I'm trading, if I see that Bloomberg platform, okay, let's say we're going down and we're going up, okay, and if that starts freezing up, I know right off the bat, man, if we're going up a lot higher. If we're going down, we're going down a lot higher. Because once that jams up, I'm telling you, it's just what that flow, and you know. Anyway, I suspect
the one thing I'll add is it can happen, folks. As in, just like we have bank stress tests, maybe the brokers need stress tests because they just don't get it done. It's across the board though. It's not they're a sponsor obviously, but it's Robinhood, it's Schwab, it's TD Ameritrade,
it's Fidelity. We have Fidelity right there.
It's Fidelity.
Right.
It's all.
Yeah. Have a great one, Mike. Have a safe one.
Thanks
for the call,
Appreciate
man.
everything you do. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, man.
Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I come right back.
Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get them, folks.
If you're a trader in the market looking to find the path that leads to maximizing profits while decreasing risk, then now is a great time to try out Dave White's daily trading service, The Path of Least Resistance. Through the use of options and equity trades, Dave advises his subscribers on a daily basis of the current market conditions and what possible trade setups are on the horizon. The Path of Least Resistance is published every trading morning, often with updates intraday when initiating trades or closing out positions. Dave White has advised his clients of some outstanding winning options and equity trades in recent months, and now is a great time to try it out for yourself. New subscribers to the Path of Least Resistance receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the types of options and equity trades that are available by signing up for the Path of Least Resistance today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com and selecting the newsletter tab. Sign up today. TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now down 330. Nasdaq's off 123. S&Ps are off 44. So check this out, folks. We've been talking GameStop. Now, picture the other side of this, that you're long GameStop, right? Now picture that you're Fidelity, okay? Watch this, Tom. This is sick. I mean,
Okay.
Fidelity, I'm sure they're going to have a rocket ship here in these funds that they just probably have never had in their life. Fidelity is the largest owner of GameStop as of the last filing. 9.7 million shares. Can you imagine that? 14% of the company. So, I mean, you know, stocks at $279. I can't picture them not selling it. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree.
It's just, I mean, you know,
the numbers are just insane. That's what, right? It
right,
is.
they're
It's,
fundamentals.
10 million shares.
Yeah, 10 million is nothing.
I was joking with people I was joking with people yesterday. What's the founder of Chewy that's kind of started this all?
Yes.
When he got into GameStop,
That's
right? I think
right.
he
He's on
had
the board,
75 million. Ryan Cohen, okay, he had a $76 million position in that equity. He sold Chewy for $3.4 billion, $3.2 billion, something like that. His $76 million, he's like at some of these levels, he's made more in GameStop in like a couple months by putting $76 million. He's up to like a few billion. He's made more off that than he did in creating a business like Chewy, which should compound how ridiculous things are, because that's an amazing business. He kind of, they're at the forefront of pet delivery, sold it for billions. The guy dabbles to the tiniest degree with $76 million of his multi-billion-dollar portfolio. And just like that, man, he's up basically billions of dollars. It's just bonkers, obviously.
Right. You want to see, I got to show you another one, folks. This one here is like this. They're all bizarre, but you got to see this one too. So this is Blockbuster. Now, you may or may not remember.
Excuse me, did you say Blockbuster Video?
That's correct. You may or may not remember Blockbuster, folks, okay? Well, Blockbuster is trading at 9 cents.
Oh.
Okay? Now, you might think 9 cents is a lot of money. Well, Blockbuster, you're going to have to help me with this one, Tommy. You're going to help me with this one. Okay. So Blockbuster.
Okay, I'm looking. The high there, the low there was a third of a penny.
There you go. That was
so it's up
2
30
days ago.
times. You know what I mean? A third of a penny.
And just so you understand, this is in bankruptcy.
Can you go back 2 days prior to that one too, before the volume actually started? Because that day has volume you're on. Okay, it's been at a third of a penny basically until it, I'm guessing, and I'm just guessing, it appeared on the Reddit Wall Street Bets forum. No, possibly, right?
Yeah, no, it did. Yeah, it did.
I haven't heard that name.
Yeah.
In what, 20 years, man?
Seriously, man. I mean, and so what's BlackBerry? BlackBerry. Let's see.
Yes, BlackBerry. I hear that phones with buttons are coming back to no, I kid. But
well,
yeah,
this
BlackBerry.
is okay. So picture this. Oh, this is only a 7% short position though. 7's not enough. 7's not enough. It seems like, after AMC, though, that AMC was only a 13 point something shot position, folks, and they got to run that, so.
Oh.
And I'm sure that they're out there right now, basically, looking at the next one. And the real bottom line, folks, is that it's pretty simple. Get a large shot position. You get millions of retail traders. And they're going to run them. They're going to run. I can imagine these money managers out here this morning. They are scrambling to close. I would be scrambling to close whatever short positions I had if there was like any such, even if it was more than 5 or 6%. You know what I mean?
So the GameStop, at least to jump around, did you see that Citron and Melvin closed their positions yesterday?
Yes. And, if they...
Sorry, you there? I lost you for a second.
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah.
Sorry, my internet's jumping around.
Just let me know when you're back. The GameStop deal is phenomenal, there's no doubt.
Okay, I think I got you now.
$354 that hit again today. Because last night when you sent me that chart, was it 325 or something?
The market looked broken last night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I just can't comprehend this.
My internet's tough, man, right now. This has been happening on my own accord, unfortunately.
Yeah. So we got to get on them too. I guess we're just lucky, where we are. I mean, we just don't. I mean, the whole Northeast had problems, I guess, with Verizon going down yesterday. Let's go take a look at some of the higher volume equities out here. You got AMC's the big dog up here. It's up $12 right now. We got GE down 40 cents. You get Transocean up 58. Macy's is up $2. Oh, we're going to go back to Macy's. Maybe they're running Macy's. That would make sense. Let me go look at Macy's. Oh, my God. So Macy's, this is a perfect one. Oh, my God. Here we go. Macy's as a 35% short position, folks, okay? This is going to be a beauty because everyone knows Macy's. All you have to do is, look, this was up to $22 today. Oh, my God. This one could really run. Yeah, for sure.
And I think I got you back now. We'll see if it holds.
Okay, cool, man. We're talking about Macy's, Tom. Macy's got a 35% short position. They're running it. It's up about 11% out here today, but that's a position that could really run, man. That's a good story. You know what I mean? You got a brand everyone knows. You got a 35% short position. That's just enough to do it, man.
Yeah.
NDX.
I was going to say that it's interesting. I was just going to add those funds that they did close out their position yesterday, and we're all familiar, if you're in this market, closing out trades that are big. Leave it, right? You know that yesterday when they were closing them out, they said that they wish they could probably hold it a little. They must have been exuberant last night. I mean, you've never been probably so happy to take a loss like they took with what happened at GameStop.
There's no doubt. There's no doubt. That's when you feel like you went from a loser to a winner. There's no doubt about that.
Right?
Yeah. And I suspect, when you sent that over to me last night, I was really wondering because they got the support of, two big funds. I mean, one of the funds in particular, though, in fact, both of them probably have had a position to make sure that the guy doesn't go south, because one had worked for Cohen for 7 years. He was the biggest moneymaker. And then the second one, of course, is Citadel, which is just, they're the largest market maker out there. And when they put that money in, if they thought they had enough money to put it in and not close it, then no, there's no such thing. That's what that kind of showed overnight. Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I come right back.
Hey there, I'm Andy Arbertine with Tiger Precious Metals and Stones. Whether you're looking to buy and sell precious metals or trying to find the perfect diamond ring, I'm here to help. I have over 15 years of experience with diamonds and precious metals. You can call me directly at 727-329-8245, and I will personally answer any questions you have and help you find exactly what you're looking for. I will be your personal concierge in the metal and stone business. Give me a call today, 727-329-8245.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors.
If you haven't checked out the newsletters page of TFNN.com, what are you waiting for? All of the TFNN newsletters are informative, up-to-date, affordable, and a must-have for every trader looking to gain a competitive informational edge in today's markets. TFNN newsletters cover every aspect of the markets to offer you the very latest in market news. Plus, new subscribers get to test drive our newsletters risk-free for 30 days. From all aspects of the markets, including stocks, bonds, metals, commodities, and tech, there's a newsletter to fit your needs exclusively from TFNN. Stay informed each day you trade and get that competitive edge that will help you stay ahead of the game. Visit our newsletters page by going to TFNN.com and click the newsletters button near the top of the page. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Direction's daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now down 365. We get the Nasdaq off 120, S&P's off 47. Let's go over to our man, Mr. Teddy Cakestad, as we do each and every Wednesday at 40 past the hour. And don't forget, folks, you can reach Teddy every trading day. His website is forex-trading-unlock.com. That's forex-trading-unlock.com. Teddy Cakestad, always great having you on, but today is even bigger, man. Holy cow.
Well, you know, I think we've been nailing it with the way the dollar and the currency crosses have been moving so far to start off this year. And where we left off last week, remember, we came to a little point where, you know, the dollar started to rally at the beginning of January, you know, and then last week is where it kind of seemed like it was looking to run out of gas. So we were talking about, if this is a short-term correction, that was a good, we hit our downside targets. It was a good bounce point. We were looking for a little bit of a bearish move against the dollar. We got that into the last couple sessions, but now we're back to where we were last week. So, and that kind of tells me that we do have this dollar correction. It's going to get pushed a little bit more now. So
yeah, this is quite a move in the dollar today. And, you know, the euro, this is, you know, I mean, what they're speculating, the euro is basically going to cut rates even more, right?
Right, yeah. Right. And now remember, we've been talking about divergence is a big thing now with the currencies.
Yes.
And it's been proven, you know, over the past couple of weeks with what's going on. The commodity trade is definitely on the table. So that's why, if you look at how the euro right now, it's on its lows of the day, okay?
Yeah.
The pound is coming off of having made a higher move high. It keeps grinding higher. Well, that's because the price of oil is so high, for one, right off the bat. That's the one thing that's supporting the pound, because the lockdowns aren't helping the UK whatsoever. But then you also have the EU. You have Italy now they've had riots now for 3 days. See, in the EU and throughout Germany, you know, Germany and all the European countries and the UK, they typically don't protest and riot during the week. They only do it on the weekends, you know. Well, typically, I mean, they're very respectful of people's businesses.
Right, I get it.
They do, right? You know, historically speaking, unless you go back to the French Revolution, obviously.
Okay.
But that's what they do. Now they're starting to creep in on a daily basis. That's kind of a big deal, you know. So you have the Italian government, which we know is falling apart. Germany and the EU have to bail out their economy. There's no, I mean, what are they going to do? Say no, you know?
Right.
So Spain now, the lockdowns and the coronavirus is becoming a big problem, you know? So a second wave and another break in the economy like we had last spring is now really on the table as far as Europe is concerned, you know? So that means that the euro US dollar probably is going to remain weak. So unless the euro can get a rally above $1.2119, which would then obviously take a bear off the table, I don't think that's going to happen. I think you're going to probably see the euro get down to $1.1975, maybe even down to $1.1890, somewhere around there. So not extreme, but definitely that's going to be adding pressure on the euro. Now the pound may not sell off. That may just grind under these highs, because as long as oil stays high, and especially if oil starts to make newer move highs, that's going to be hard for the pound to break, okay, even with their lockdowns. But if you look at, it's all head and shoulders these days, because we already had our buy signals for the dollar that were started out the month of January, okay?
Yeah. That
was the head. Last week in the turn, that was the second shoulder. So now if you look at the U.S. dollar Swiss, it's starting to buffer against that resistance where it couldn't get through a couple weeks ago.
Okay.
If it pops through that, that's a head and shoulders breakout. Okay. Remember, Swiss is a flight to quality currency. If the dollar gets strength against the Swiss, that means that overall the Swiss is not strong versus the other European currencies.
Right.
Okay, because of that divergence. So I think you could see the Swiss get up to like right now, if it gets above 89.23, breaks out to the upside. Not a big move, but 90.26 to almost 91 cents. You could see the U.S. dollar Swiss back at, as far as on those basis points. The pound, I'd be very careful. I don't have any numbers for you because, like I said, if oil keeps rallying, it's going to be hard to be a bear, and it's going to be hard to be a bull, too. I think you're going to get chopped up all along the way, Now, if we flip trade zones and we go to the U.S. dollar versus the Japanese yen, we have a very similar situation happening there as well. If we get above 103.30, then 104.40 and 105.30 are on the table, So I'm not looking for a major bullish move for the dollar versus the yen, but if the Swiss gets weak, remember we have flight to quality currencies.
Yes.
There's the dollar, the Swiss, and the yen. So if the Swiss is falling off, the yen's falling off, that means dollar strength, period, right off the bat, as far as where the dollars are going. I mean, even Bitcoin's falling apart. They're selling Bitcoin for dollars, right?
It did. Bitcoin went under 30,000 today. It's just over it now, 30,400. What's intriguing too is that the market itself, the S&Ps, it doesn't seem that it's not digging that the dollar's up a half a penny, man.
Right.
Yeah.
No, it's not. But then see, now you look at also the Australian dollar, US dollar. That one's trying to break. It's making newer move lows, but it's going really slowly. It's kind of like the pound. But see, the Australian dollar has been railing so much against the dollar for the past year. That's what I'm saying. Like, because it's commodity driven, it's not going to fall off like the other ones, like the New Zealand dollar, for instance.
Right.
And here's another key one. If you look, remember we were talking about the peso and the Canada also.
Yes.
We've been talking about how we're getting back to the trade zones. The U.S. dollar Canada, we got a bounce there, and that's bucking up against key resistance. Now, I'm not bullish the dollar versus the Canada in a big way, but this thing's been a rock just dropping which just keeps rolling down the hill,
Right.
This, I think, if we can get the Canada above $1.2841, I'm not looking for any major rallies, but that definitely has it on a neutral to higher basis, And the peso, I think you might see back at 20 to maybe even 21 pesos to the dollar, too, if this continues.
And then, of course, we get Powell at 2 o'clock. We get a news conference at 2:30. I mean, that's going to probably move some currencies too, right?
Right. Now, normally, if it's a Fed day, I always say, well, we got to sit and wait for the number, stay out of the market until Thursday at least. I don't really have much for you. I'm saying this in front of a Fed meeting. I don't care about it. It's irrelevant. The Fed meeting is totally irrelevant.
Right.
It really is. Unless they drop some major bombshell about something. But what are they going to do? All of a sudden say they're going to start raising rates and stop buying bonds?
Nope.
I don't think that's going to
Nope.
happen.
And in fact, that's their biggest challenge going forward, period, right? I mean, as soon as they do it, the market's going to take absolute conniptions. And it's like, how are you going to stop that, right? Yeah.
Right. Absolutely. And remember that just the refinancing on the national debt right now, we have almost $6 trillion in debt that has to be sold just to revolve. That's just recycling debt.
Right.
That's not even taking on new debt for this year, So the bond market is going to be a problem too, and it's always a component of currency pricing. But remember how we've been gauging the currencies with the dollar, or with the bet dollar, with the interest rates?
Yes.
It's kind of starting to come off the table because that's already priced in now. And now because we have divergence in currencies and we have inflation coming into commodity markets, we're going to start to see more swings without a doubt,
You got to love it.
So,
well, listen, man, it is always a pleasure.
Can I ask you one quick question?
Totally.
Before we end?
Yeah.
Basel III is coming up in June. I think that's going to be a big thing we're going to be talking about over the next couple of months for the currencies, too.
Oh, I like it.
So
stay right here, folks. Our man Teddy Cakestat's going to keep us educated. That's a beautiful thing, Teddy. Thanks, you so much, man.
You have a good one.
Have a great one. Have a safe one. Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. We have the Dow down 341, Nasdaq's up 108, S&Ps are up 45. We'll come right back.
Back in the day, I joined Hotel California in 2006, and like many of you, was drawn in by, BAM! As well as,
whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows.
You see, I believe that everything in life happens for us, not to us. And Tom ignited the fire within me to want to learn how to master the markets. So how did I go from knowing nothing about technical analysis to becoming the #1 market timer for the S&P 500 in 2018 and the #2 market timer in 2019? Simply put, I hired coaches with a proven track record, which led me to a whole new set of tools that I created to interpret the message of buyers and sellers. I would love the opportunity to teach you this award-winning set of tools and to help you improve your market timing. You can test drive my newsletter service, Mastering Probabilities, for the next 30 days with no risk to you. Plus, you'll gain access to archive workshops that'll take you step by step through my system. Sign up today by going to the homepage of TFNN.com and selecting Mastering Probability in the newsletter tab.
Hi, folks. This is Tom O'Brien. The printing presses are working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The U.S. deficit has risen 200% in 1 year with no end in sight. The markets are looking for an additional stimulus bill to get us through this once-in-a-generation pandemic. There is no free lunch, folks. The more stimulus dollars put into the marketplace, the less your dollar is worth each and every day. This is the time to protect yourself with a portion of your portfolio in the metal market. The Gold Report comes out each Monday morning. I bisect and dissect the dollar, silver, gold, the XAU, and the HUI. The Gold Report is a long-term hedge against the dilution of your buying power. The U.S. has put more than $6 trillion into the marketplace in the last 6 months, with more expected in the next few months. The market did and does need the stimulus, but it will have long-term implications on our buying power. The Gold Report comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. Go to TFNN.com and order the Gold Report now. Protect your buying power. Order the Gold Report now.
With markets trading with extreme volatility and peaks and troughs everywhere, regardless of what you're looking at in the markets, this is a great time to see the type of analysis Basil Chapman delivers for his subscribers every market day with the Opening Call newsletter. Basil has been analyzing markets, providing his take for subscribers to his trading services since 1984. Every morning, Basil publishes an update for his subscribers, along with weekend and evening updates when warranted. The Opening Call provides traders a daily market overview with regard to the direction of the key indices, selective stocks, and commodities, along with specific recommendations, including stops and targets. You also gain instant access to Basil's subscriber webinar archive from earlier this year, a dark cloud cover, and essential market analysis. Ride the Chapman wave today by signing up for the Opening Call newsletter on the front page of TFNN.com under the newsletter tab. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Sign up today.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now down at 299. Nasdaq's up 89. S&Ps are up 41. And, you get a correlation here, Tom. The dollar's coming off a little. And, I mean, it looks to me like this market can't stand a strong dollar, man. I mean, the dollar just gave up like 100 ticks. And, the bottom line is that the S&Ps just went up another 10 points.
There's just so much craziness going on in this market. As going to say, I mean, GameStop, I was, texting with friends. The one thing that's a little scary, right, is that everybody is talking about what's going on in the market right now, whether you're in the market or not, whether you understand what's going on or not. My friends, a lot of them very successful, a lot of them not in the market at all, not very aware of puts, calls, put spreads, call spreads, short interest, not even aware of order flow. We're talking about a lot in group chats, and everybody is talking about GameStop, AMC, all the likes this morning. If that's not bubblicious, man. Because it looked broken. I mean, the market looked broken last night on GameStop. That's what I was literally saying. As in every minute you could post a chart that it was just going up. And even today it's at 350.
Well, and your point, okay, so this morning, folks, okay, here are all the climbers. Kodak, Sirius Satellite, Pets, okay? You got National Beverage, iRobot, Revlon, Fossil, Macy's. So anyone that the hunt is on. That's the bottom line. And
hey, how about I have to ask you because the GameStop one. So that position that Ryan Cohen had, Chewy, I looked it up, 12.9% stake for $76 million at about $159, which was the high 2 days ago. That position was worth $1.4 billion. So it's at $350 right now, more than double that. So he is at a $3 billion position from $75 million.
Unbelievable.
Kudos to that guy, man. Seriously.
Baby. Stay right there, folks. We got Think of Some coming up next. And I'm Mr. Basil Chapman, Steve Rhodes, Dave White. I'll be back this afternoon. You get the Fed at 2 o'clock. We got
Big
earnings.
Day.
Yeah, huge day. Thanks, pal.
Thanks, man.